This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.
Welcome back to the show. Eric Sénéchal joining us here, our certified Pulsor practitioner with Rejuvenate Hope with Pulsors. So first and foremost, thank you for being here today. How are you?
I'm doing good, and thank you for having me, Nicole.
Pleasure to have you here and get to know you. Tell us a little overview about what it is you do. This is exciting.
Yes, well, what I do is a little bit different compared to what else is out there, but let me explain to you guys all what this is all about. So Rejuvenate Hope with Pulsor Limited, that's the company, is dedicated to restore and balance the well-being through the science of pulsar technology, rooted in quantum physics. So we work with the body's natural energy flow to support and repair damaged cells and bring the alignment to the four main aspects of life, which is mental, emotional, physical, and also spiritual energy.
Ooh, this is fascinating work. And where are you from?
I'm originally from Grand Falls, but I'm in Mountain now, or Mountain area, I should say. So technically Riverview, which is right beside Mountain.
Oh my goodness, beautiful. So you're working with the body's natural energy in a sense to repair damaged cells. I got to read up on him and it's helping out, as you mentioned, mental, emotionally, physical, spiritual energy, all the above. Now, this
Yes.
is all new to me. I'm excited to learn about this, and I hope there's some viewers and listeners out there as well, because we're really going to talk about, first and foremost, the dedication to really helping restoring balance. And tell us a little bit more of what pulsar technology is.
Well, I'm going to explain a little bit what the packages are, and then we can go a little bit with
Sure,
how.
go for it. Go for it.
All right, perfect. So each private session lasts about an hour and a half for when we do the pulsar session. And for the people that are local, it's going to be performed here on the table in a calm, healing environment. And we also do long distance where people usually going to be in their bed during that time. So the two different packages that we have is the silver package and the gold package. So the silver package, which has the full 1.5 hour session,
Mm-hmm.
and the gold package has an addition of 1 hour energy boost the following day. And
Okay.
that's specially designed for those with more serious health condition. So
Okay.
this energy boost is done remotely for clients living outside of mountain area. And sometimes I also use different pulsers to emphasize the previous session we did the next day for the customer there.
Oh my
And
goodness.
for the people that are local, when we do the gold package, it's going to be a little bit longer. So it's going to be the full 2.5 hour session. So this will allow the client to relax with the pulsar after the session is done and give
Mm-hmm.
the body time to fully absorb and integrate the energy work. So many clients, that's their favorite part, they say, because they feel like after the session, when they're relaxing with the pulsar, they feel very relaxed. They feel like sometimes they're feeling like they're floating or outside of the body experience, and just feeling very, very calm.
Oh, wow.
And I explained to the customer also after the session, I explained that after the pulsar session, we're gonna have like 3 days of that the body is going to be able to readjust itself through the energy work we just did. So during that time, that's when people are starting to notice more that they're going to be sleeping better, their digestive system is going to be working better, they're going to be feeling much more calm mentally. So like I said to people, the little monkeys are not rolling too fast in there, so it's going to calm that down, and people are going to feel much more relaxed. And I have heard quite a lot of customers telling me that some of the stuff that would aggravate them during just normal day stuff, it's like water on a duck. It's like it's not even getting them emotionally anymore after receiving certain pulsar session that we give them. So they see a huge difference emotionally with that. So it helps them quite a lot.
Wow. Wow. Okay, keep going. Keep going.
So whether someone is seeking deep healing energy or just simply more balance, we're
Mm-hmm.
here to guide them and support their journey through their journey and their intention that they want to have there for the pulsar session. So yeah, I'm here to do what I can for them, helping them.
Amazing. And after every set, explain the session, what you explained to them. It lasts about 3 days, you said, right?
Yeah, exactly. So the 3 day part is, like I said earlier, is when we change the full body's energy. So we're going to be working with chakras, the auras, different energy channels, vortex that we have. That's
Okay.
when the body kind of calibrates itself to get new energy. And that's when people start to notice the difference to their health. Physically, something's changing during those 3 days. And that's when I should say more that the energy, the body itself will be readjusting itself to that. And that's why people see such a big difference. But it's the first 3 days that are the most drastic. They see a bigger difference. And after that, it kind of steady. And depending like what the issue is that we're working on, sometimes they have to come back over for a few times, or if it's a big issue, obviously multiple times. But yeah, and
Okay.
if somebody that's healthy, some of my customer comes once a month or once every 6 months, depending what they're going through in their life.
Oh my goodness. I've never heard of this. I'm really excited to talk about this and to learn more. Oh my goodness.
It's
Where do we start? Do you want to talk about the creator and the legacy behind it all, or?
Yes, exactly. So
Ah,
a second, I'll take credit. I'm not the inventor of those pulsars. I'm the practitioner that works with them. But what I want to do talk about is Dr. George T.F. Yao. So he's the
yes.
inventor behind all this. So I'm going to say a few things. I'm going to let you guys know. I know it gets a little bit technical, but I'll try to make this easy as possible. So the pulsar technology was designed, like I just said, by Dr. George T.F. Yao, a pioneer in energy medicine with the background in electrical engineering. So Dr. Yao dedicated his life to understanding how subtle energy affects the health and the environment. So his work bridged the gap between the science and the spirituality, leading the creation of the pulsar that we have now. A system designed and harmonious and balanced the energy field around and within us, therefore quantum physics.
Yeah.
So early in his career, Dr. Yao worked at a Hughes aircraft, for Hughes aircraft, I'm sorry, at Newport Beach. And it was a company that was known for developing advanced technology, including also for NASA. So they were developing some technology for NASA. So they know what they're talking
Wow.
about.
Okay. Okay.
So while he was working for Hughes, he was deeply involved in the study of the effect of electromagnetic field on the human body. His research sparked a profound realization. The increased exposure of electromagnetic field, or EMF, was having a significant impact on the human health and their well-being. So in 1970, Dr. Yao made a bold decision. He resigned from his position at Hughes Aircraft to fully dedicate himself to develop this pulsar technology. He dedicated 30 years of his life developing pulsar technology from his home laboratory, and he began designing and refining his pulsar devices, combined
Wow.
his scientific technology with deep understanding of energy and consciousness. He,
Okay.
he dedicated the rest of his life until he passed in 1998 on his lifelong commitment to lay the foundation for his technology that continued to help people all over the world.
Oh my goodness. Continue.
Yeah.
This is amazing. What?
So, so to explain, like you were asking a little bit earlier, so what pulses are,
Yeah. What are they made out of?
no, that's a big question that everybody asks. A lot of my customers do ask the same thing too. So the pulsar consists of millions of specialized design and process microcrystals. So not to be confused with quartz crystals. It's not the
Okay.
same. They're composed of unique proprietary crystallized matrix. So the microcrystals from and dynamic energy cells with multiple quasi-electric circuits that act as traps and wave filter for various frequency within the vortex energy of your body.
Okay.
So it interferes and it works with your own personal energy and the outside environment energy.
Okay.
And those are laboratory made, specifically
Wow.
made.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
So what makes pulsars unique is that they're not powered by electricity or batteries.
Okay.
Instead, they function through the natural energy properties of the material themselves, so the pulsar itself, almost like tuning forks for the body's subtle energy field.
Mm-hmm.
So it will have similar effect to that. So the
Okay.
microcrystals are arranged in such a way that they resonate with the help of recognize chaotic and disharmonious energy in ourselves from internal imbalance and external source like electromagnetic field. So they will recalibrate the energy of your personal energy, and also we can have some different pulsar that will calibrate the outsides of the electronics that emits EMF. It can calibrate that to stop the EMF coming out from that.
Mm-hmm. Oh
So
my
because of this careful developed construction, each
Yeah.
pulsar the body's innate ability to heal, balance, and protect itself.
Okay.
Their size and shape may vary depending on their purpose, from personal wearable or home harmonizers. But all pulsars share the same foundation principle, is to restore the harmony body's energy field. So there is a different type of pulsars, like I said just earlier. So we have some that you can put on yourself to protect yourself, and there's some that we can do as practitioners, and some you can put into your home to protect yourself from EMF from outside. But I'm just going to keep this a little bit simple here.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's 3 different types of pulsars, so level 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
So we always start with the level 1 at first, which is used to clear the first layer of blockage, disordered energy into our body, which I'm going to explain a little bit more
Sure.
in the next podcast, how all this work through the, and also with the pulsar section itself. So I like to give a little image for the people to understand this a little bit. This could be a little bit of gibberish for some people, so we'll try to put that in the visual aspect. So if you imagine like a big glass, really big glass, and you can put some big rocks in there, and then you can put some smaller rocks, and then you can put some sand, and you can put some water. So if you imagine this big glass being your body, and everything inside it is layers of stress, trauma, mental fatigue, anxiety, emotional burden, etc., etc. So what we do is with the level 1 pulsars,
Mm-hmm.
we'll start by removing like the big rocks out of that big glass. And as we progress with the next session, we can work with the level 2 pulsars, which is going to be removing like the smaller rocks,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to be more like an emotional that we were not able to release on the first session. That's going to go a little bit deeper within the body
Okay.
to a stress level that are stuck from the past for a long time that has been in us. So it's going to be able to release that.
Okay.
Also repair damaged cells within the body. And we can also, in the future after that, we can actually also go with the level 3 pulsars, which are able to reach out gently, work through the fine layers of energy, same as the sand and the water that we put in our bucket. So the system can be clear and light and in alignment. So
Wow.
that's how I personally describe how Pulsor works. So they help remove what blockage of your light layer by layer. So your energy, like that glass, becomes clear, flowy, well again, and it's like peeling an onion. Every time we do some work, it's we're taking some layers off.
Oh my gosh. This is, I love learning new things today. This is fascinating. And by the way, if you are just tuning in here, Eric is filling us in on rejuvenating hope and Pulsar. And this is amazing to learn about how it's helping restore so much balance to our damaged cells. All right, continue. Okay, so we know what they're made of now, right? The different levels, 1, 2, and 3. What's next?
So, so what Pulsar do and how do they work? Which is another question I get quite often. So the Pulsar work by harmonizing disordered energy field in and around the body. So a little bit like I was explaining earlier. They help clear energetic blockage caused by trauma, stress, environmental radiation like cell phone, towers, radio, computers, tablets, smartwatch, internet, routers, all those machines, they all create a lot of EMF. And it will also help with the internal imbalance. By restoring the natural flow of subtle energy, pulsars support the body's own ability to heal itself. Physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So the pulsar do not cure anything. I'm going to put that clear right here, right now. It doesn't cure anything, but it helps the body to heal itself.
Yeah.
So each pulsar responds uniquely to their user's personal energy.
Okay.
So your aura activate some of them, while other pulsars, like the galactical, generate their own energy. So when applied to the specific energy points on the body, the pulsars stimulate and clear blockages energy pathways, helping to restore the body in its natural balanced state. So that's what we want. We want to be back who you are, me as Eric and you as Jill. You want to be the person you're supposed to be. So the world the word disease itself, if you work it down, you have dis-ease. So it's a body that is not at ease. If you bring the body back to its original calibration, it begins to do what it's meant to do, heal itself. And we already know that, because if we cut ourselves, what does the body do? It heals the body. It does it automatically. So that's how we are built. But in today's world, the natural healing process is constantly challenged. We're bombarded by EMF, stress, poor quality of food, pesticide, emotional overload. All those things put stress on the body and its ability to repair itself. So good nutrition supports the body's physical, but we are more than just a physical body. We are also an emotional, mental, and energetic being. So in an emotion or a thought, what is it really, if you think about it? It's not physical. It creates a physical response, but it is a root. At its roots, it's energy. So when we address the correct energy imbalance and its source, at its source, the problem often resolves itself. That's the true beauty of the power pulsar technology. It works at the energetic root, allowing the body to naturally return to its balanced harmonious.
Amazing.
So I just want to give you, this is going to be really technical. It's not going to be long. I'm going to explain, because also another question a lot of people are asking me is because of quantum physics.
Yeah.
So the relationship between the quantum physics and the pulsar, and we're going to go more in future podcasts, but just to give a little tidbits out of this. So how does this correlate in quantum physics, or what is quantum physics? Because some people don't know what that is, which is normal, because I didn't know before. So it is the science studying the tiniest part of the universe, like the atoms and the particle inside them.
Okay.
So when scientists start looking really, really close at these tiny particles, they found out that the rule we use to understand everything that's in the world, like how car moves or how gravity works, don't apply in quantum physics. So here are some key ideas in simple terms.
Okay.
The first one, everything is energy. So even things that look solid, like your hand or a rock, are made up of atoms. And in the atoms are mostly empty space with energy moving inside them. So therefore, the pulsar, when we work at the energy, we work right up at the atom level. Particle can act as wave. So tiny bits of matter, like electrons, can behave like both solid and like wave of energy, depending on how they look at them. And observation matters when we are looking at them. So just the act of observing something at the quantum level can change what it does. It is like particle you're watching.
Yes,
so
yes.
That part I didn't put it here in the script, but I'm just going to explain it still because it's so cool. So in one of the Dr. Yao's book, he was explaining, and I apologize for the viewers because I don't have the name of that special tool, but they have like a big gun, like a gun, and it's huge, and it's made to shoot atoms. And what they've done is they had a target, obviously, where the gun was going to shoot those atoms, and they put 2 pieces of plywood in front of it, but they left a gap. And as they were shooting the gun, all the atoms were going between the two, where the hole is, and it was going straight on the target. Obviously, it was being blocked by those 2 big pieces of wood. But they changed the target, they put a new one, and then they turn around and they start shooting without looking. When they turn back around and looking at the target is full of atoms. So that was what I just explained there. It proves that with your own mind, with your intention, they were able to bend the atoms. They were responding to what they were thinking. It's like, of course, it's going to go a straight line because it's the only path to the target. But once they were not looking at it, the atom had the free will of doing whatever it wants. So even though it was going between those 2 pieces of wood, it was going all over the target still. That's how the power of the mind is quite strong.
Wow, this is all fascinating. This is all new to me, and I hope a lot of people too are just like, wow, so energy healing's working on someone's body. Say that.
Yes. So I just want to do that one last one there here. So everything
Yes.
is connected. So that one going to see with the long distance pulsar session. You understand that a little bit more. So this is
Perfect.
called quantum entanglement. So
Oh,
if two particles are connected, what happened to one of them if they're separated? Even if they are far apart, it's like they are in sync no matter what distance they are. So if we work at something here in my clinic with a customer on the other side, we can make it happen, the connection, which we're not going to go in detail right now, but make the connection so we can do the work here, but you're getting the results on the other side, wherever they are in the US.
wow.
Yeah. So when we say something like energy healing or working with the body's energy, it is often rooted in the idea that we are more than just physical stuff. We are vibrating, energetic being, constantly interacting with the world around us that is invincible, which is at a quantum level.
Wow.
Now people can understand a little bit more what quantum physics is.
This is amazing. I can't even understand. Where did the inspiration come from?
Well, this is quite a personal story on that one. So my inspiration comes from a deeply personal experience. When I was 12 years old, my mother was diagnosed with
Um,
scleroderma and polyneurosis. And at that time, the doctor, when he diagnosed it, they only gave her 3 years to live, but she was quite advanced in the disease. So my mom had worked as a nurse. She knew exactly what that diagnosis meant. And she made a
uh,
decision to go into the alternative medicine instead. So through extensive research, my father found sorry, let's start that again. Uh, Through extensive research, my father found many practitioners, including naturopath doctors, and eventually a very special woman in Boston named Virginia, who
yeah.
offered pulse resection. He even flew her in from Boston to do energy work on my mother and also the rest of the family while she was here. So during one of those sessions, Virginia began interacting with me, placing different pulsars in my hand. And she was asking me, when she was putting one, she asked, what do you feel with this? And I could feel, oh, this pulsar is very wide, but very gentle. And then she changed and gave me another pulsar. And then she was asking me again, how do you feel with that one? And I'm like, oh, this one is a lot more laser focused,
Yeah.
but still smooth, but I could feel like it was more pinpoint. And another pulsar, I could feel I was going right straight to my body. That was really powerful. I'm like, whoa, that is strong. So Virginia noticed how much I was an empath, how in tune I was with the energy, and how I was receptive to the pulsar's energy.
Yeah.
So she spoke with my parent, asking them if she could train me. So since she saw a potential in me to help, my father purchased some of the pulsars from Virginia and began teaching me while she was at our place. So I can do some session while she was gone home. So together with a strong support team, including Virginia and other naturopaths who are now like family to us, we helped my mother to not only survive, but regain mobility and functionality. And I'm proud to say that she was blessed, or we were all blessed, to have her for an extra 26 years of quality of life with us. She even went on motorcycles, riding my father, even like right up to a month before she passed.
Um,
That entire journey filled my purpose, connection, and the will to heal became the foundation of my lifelong passion for this work.
mm,
So
my
it's
goodness.
very personal, the reason why I do this pulsar session. I have seen it and I've been working for over 25 years with them. And yeah, the results are just amazing what it can do to a person.
Oh my goodness. Wow. 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 So this is fascinating. How your friends, family, everyone work together. This is the regaining the mobility and the function. This is fascinating. And we're almost out of time. There's still so much more to talk about. So you have another 2 minutes. Where did you kind of want to sum up for today? We have a lot to talk about.
Well, if you want to sum up some of this stuff there for other people that starting businesses, I can say a few words for them there. So I believe of one of the most powerful quote is the only way to do great work is to love what you do. So this really resonates with my journey. Following your passion isn't always the easiest path, but when you truly believe in what you're doing, it becomes much easier to push through obstacles. My advice would be, don't let fear, uncertainty stop you. Trust in your purpose. Take small step forward, and remember that true success is measured by the amount of, for the impact you have on other people, not just what the paper says. The universe has a way to guide us when we take the leap of faith and and don't be afraid to dream big. So that's very, very, very important.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you so much and for being here and for explaining this to us. We still have so much more to talk about, but I want to thank you again for being here.
You're very welcome. Thank you for taking the time for me to do this. And hopefully we're going to be able to explain some more in the next video and in the next podcast explaining how the long distance work, how the Pulsor works and all that. So I think people are going to really appreciate that and have a better mental image of how all this is connected.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us. And if someone wants to reach out to you, could you just share the website?
I technically don't have a website right now. You can reach me on Facebook if you write down the business name, or same thing with if you want to have some videos. I've done tons of videos on YouTube. So just write down Rejuvenate with Pulsors as search, and you'll see a bunch of videos that I made, even some videos that I made some Pulsor session live. Or you can always contact me if you're interested in session at 506-856-5861.
Thank you so much. Have a fantastic day. Pleasure getting to know you. Thank you so much, Eric.
This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.